storm. The dream never dies. Retired, you say, with a wink and a grin, but the podcast is rolling, pulling us in. Your compass is love, with your kids as your guide. Starting seas wide, with vision and pride. Julie's here, who adores your spark, the dreamer who lights up the dark. James, you reach the skies no one dares. In your hands the future's caught unawares. That's to know what the hell were you thinking. You laugh as the yacht keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise, with James in the storm. The dream never dies. Tethered lights still flying high. You kiss the stars, but never say goodbye. Not even gravity can pull you down. You're the wild, the wave, the crown. James, you reach the skies no one dares. In your hands the future's caught unawares. That's to know what the hell were you thinking. You laugh as the yacht keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise, with James in the storm. The dream never dies.
All right. Let's get the ball rolling. Rolling. Let's get that doggy moving. Roll hard. Get him in. Move him all right. Yeah. All right. Hold on a second. Sit tight. Joe J. Beatty. You make 1% a week every week. How much do you invest per week? Hold on a second. How much do I invest each week? All right, hold on. About $5.5 million. All right, love this song. All right, Joe Beatty. Hope that made sense to you. All right, Nick's in the house. What's happening, Mr. Nick? Okay, let's get to say hi to people. We're going to try something a little bit interesting tonight. I am going to post a phone number sometime during the evening, and you guys can call in, one caller at a time, of course, because let's just, try to figure out a way to make it work. I'm going to need a piece of tape. Tape to the desk. Here we go. Sticky note. Here we go. Tape to the desk. There it is. There it is. All right. Okay. So let's see who's in the house. Say hi to everybody. And then we're just going to progress forward. All right. AT&T. There it is right there. All right. So we're going to put this right there. Lovely. I think we're just about ready to go. Honey, can I get some chopstick with you a second? Chopstick. Thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. I'm going to try something over here for a second. Hold on. Got to get this camera up and running. That works. And that works. There we go. All right. That way I can see myself and I know who I'm talking to. All right. So, as I'm here every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, looking to share with you what I do in order to make a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% every week using a strategy that I created for my 9-year-old little girl. So starting out the evening, let's get started. Meet the little princess. Actually, she was out on the boat with me this morning, or this afternoon. Gonna need the glasses for this. Don't get old. It's not as much fun as they make it sound. It's really not. What was I just getting ready to do? Oh, that's what we're getting ready to do. Right there, the 10-minute trader. Here we go. We're going to go to Yahoo to see my channel on YouTube. Here we go. The 10-minute trader. Woohoo! Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for that. We're looking for the videos. See this? Videos. And we want to look at the oldest videos we happen to have. Okay? Here we go. Oldest videos. I want you to show you the oldest video, and there's a reason for it. The reason for it, there she is right there. That's JC, the little princess, who sat on my lap one day and said,
Thingy, which my dad didn't let me call him that. Hi, I'm JC, and as you being part of my internet website club thingy, which my dad didn't let me call him that, calling it that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks that you can choose from that'll help you get the best return on your money.
And that's me.
20 days in February. There's over 21 days in the month of March. What does that
How long ago
mean? That means every single day you can buy a different stock. Every single day there's a different company paying out dividends. Yay! Anyway, no, seriously. I'm picking just one company per month. Just one.
That's me and JC. Now, when in 2008, she says to me one day, she says, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? So my 9-year-old little girl wants to learn how to invest in the stock market. Well, here's the thing about the stock market. Most adults don't get it, most adults don't understand it, and most adults have no freaking clue. So how am I supposed to teach a 9-year-old? How do we do this? Oh, I like the what? What was that, Nick? I saw the question. Where did it go? Right there. You like the phone number right there? What do you mean you like the phone number? Dude, all you have to do is just unmute your mic and say, hey, James, how's it going? That's it. It's easy for you because you're one of the members. That's why. So how can you teach a 9-year-old? Broden L. Washington. Okay, so Broden, here's the thing. 1% a week is over 52%. Because 1% every single week, but then you have to compound it. Because 1% simple interest, is over 52%, correct. But when you compound it, if you don't need the money, you just let it grow and grow and grow and grow. Well, now you're looking at 64 to 67% every single year. So are you doing simple interest or are you doing compound interest? Now, I'm 62 years old. So the 1% that I'm making every week, well, that goes to pay my bills, dude. Seriously. I use it to pay my bills because I don't work anymore, which is kind of funny if you think about it, because I actually do work, I just don't get paid anymore. And those of you who are retired will understand exactly what I mean by that. Well, my mom wants me to come to her house and do some things. My kids wants me to do some things. Then I got a boat I got to take care of. Then I got a couple of pet projects that I'm working on. And then I have a yard, a garden, and I got a front. We're redoing. I got so much work to do, but I'm not getting paid anymore because I'm retired. All right. So the money I've accumulated over the five decades that I've been working. My first job was in 1974, Old Man Simmons Farm. Fun. In the 1970s, you could hire children. I was 10 years old on my first job. Me and Bruce, my buddy, who's like 3 houses down, there was the house right next door. People just kept coming and leaving. It was a rental house. But other than that, it was all families that never moved. Okay, the Murphys were there for, oh my God. Old Man Murphy ended up dying in that house. Yeah, ever since elementary school in the 1970s. And they were there until Old Man Murphy passed away a couple of years ago. But then you got the Parkmans, they've been there for decades, and then you have the Pavones, who actually are still, anyway, besides the point. I forget where I was going with that conversation. All right, so there. Okay, let's keep on going on. So as I was saying, my 9-year-old daughter wanted to learn. So simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. That's the 5 criteria that I had to overcome. Well, 5 rules. Rule number 1, never buy anything you do not understand. Okay, can't answer direct questions by, hey, bro, just chill, dude. I got 9 screens in front of me. Okay, you're not the only person here. Let me finish with the introductions, the what all the kind of stuff, and then we'll get on to the questions. Okay, just sit tight. I get 9 different platforms. Okay, the Noah King. Yeah, we'll get to that. Hold on a second. Where was I going with that? Okay, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose for the 5. That's the 5 criteria. So the 5 rules coming along with it come just like this. Number 1, never buy anything you do not understand or you do not want to hold on to for the rest of your life. Plain and simple. You don't understand it. You don't know the numbers. You don't know if it's profitable. You don't know if they have options. Don't buy it. You should understand everything there is to know about a company in which you're entrusting your money to. Number 2, never sell at a loss. That's easy. Don't really need to address it. If I buy it for $100, ain't no way I'm selling it less than $100. That's it. Rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. That means every single year they make more money. Molik, yes, 1% every single week, Molik. Okay? Rule number 4, weekly options only. And then rule number 5, make sure all the numbers work. We're going to get to every single rule. We're going to get to every single criteria. We're actually even going to give you samples as the night progresses. So you tell me what you like. I will put it in, see what it looks like, and we'll go from there. Alex, how you doing? Rizzo, haven't seen you in a while, dude. How you doing? All right, cool. All right, so let's do this. Let's get out of here because we don't need there anymore. We don't need that anymore. Right there, and here we go. Oh, this is what we wanted to do, remember? Okay, we wanted to find out how many different companies they've added. We check out every single week. How many companies are there? Well, this week, here we go. We're starting off the week. What do we got? Right there. 11,447. 11,447 new companies that we can invest in. Well, they're not new, but in the stock market. 11,447 that we can invest in this week in the stock market. That's a nice number to look at. So, that being said, let's get rid of this and get the ball rolling. What are we looking at first on the list today? Okay, now every night I look for 5 decent companies. 5. So, what do you got? We're going to look for 5 companies. Are they good? What's going on? Okay, so let's say hi to people. Who do we have here? Nick, thank you there, Mr. Nick. Natalie, how you doing, Natalie? Oh, Natalie, we're investing for weekly cash flow using pre-qualified dividend stocks that are consistently profitable in a trading strategy created for a 9-year-old little girl. That's what we're doing here. Sit tight, ask questions. What do you got? Christopher, nice to see you. What is your name? Seriously, what is my name? Are you a teacher? Yes, I'm the teacher for the evening. My name is James. Thank you kindly for showing up. Whatever questions you have about investing and consistently increasing your profits every single year, let me know what you got. Deltron, the story ID lied. I have no idea what that means, but thank you. All right, so we got Nick over here. We got John. We got Arizzo, Alex. How's it going there, Alex Jr.? Now, who do we have over here? Okay, wow, and over here. Okay, so over here we have, wow, a lot of people. Coach Jelly, Pete, Jonathan, Dennison, JR, Kat, Phyllis, Philly, Nick, Chris, Bry Guy, Kindness. Oh, okay. Lored, Adore, Solo, Sancho, Paul, David, Slappy. Aaron wants to take a look at Tractor Supply. Let's get rid of that. All right, Tractor Supply. We're going to take a look at Tractor Supply. TSCO, top of the list. TSCO, there we go. We pick it up in 1 second. Let me finish saying hi to everybody else. Okay, there, Aaron. Chris, Chucko, Frank, Harry, Lan, Tico, Kingra. Sorry, I can't read that language. Pepsi, Ang, Rochambeau, back again, dude. Wideman, how you doing? Did you change your hours? Yes, we want to go to 8 to 10:30, 8 to 11, something like that. That way I'm not up until 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm only up until midnight. What do I think about QQQL? Is that QQQL or QQQI? I don't know. Yankee, Caprican, what's going on? Okay, user, yep, we'll get to it. Fatima, QQQI, yeah, we'll get to it. JEPQ, oh, you're not going to like what I say about it. You're really not. All right, one more screen. Let's see what we have down here. Who do we have? We have Reginald. A Drop in the Ocean. Nala. Chris, Nick, Shoot, Scott, Charmore, Mike Sweeney. Wanna golf? Sure, why not? Let's golf. Wanna golf. DeWitt. What's happening, DeWitt? Sis. Eric wants to take a look at Riley. All right, Eric, remind me a little bit. Mike and Love. How you doing, Mr. Mike? We're going to do Riley in a little bit. I'm going to write that one down because I got a lot of things to take a look at. I outbuild you. Okay. Blake Wilson. Eric. Yo, yo, yo. Stephanie. Carl. Good song. I love that one too. FTMO funded. No idea what that means. Joe Beatty. You make 1% a week. Every week. How much do you invest per week? Yeah. Plenty. And yes, over 1% a week. Raha. Love that song. Cool. How was your S? I have no idea what an S is. No, IDT does not. Wait a minute. No IDT. Oh, no, I don't. Does not. I have no idea. Sounds like a scam. Oh, thank you there, Joe Beatty. Papa G. Thank you there, Brian. A phone number is being posted for callers to call in. Yep, absolutely. What's happening? Just getting started, Brian. Yes, sir. Hack. Opinion on Palantir. Oh, you're not going to like my opinion on Palantir. PLTR, we'll look at that one also. PLTR, write that down. Sweet Dan. Nope, I don't do politics. Thank you for that, Sweet Dan. Just keeping them reminded. You're making up 52% a year. Yes, I am. Kevin Banks, how you doing? Frank Sal. Brady, so are you or no? Oh, yes, I am. Just got to get around to the questions. Les, nice to see you. Brody, okay, can't answer direct questions. Bye. Yep, see you later. Red only. Carmonico. Okay, it's kind of like harmonical, but Carmonica. Okay. Samir, nice to see you. Uh-oh. Noah King wants to take a look at Wolf. WOLF. Is that WULF or is WOLF? I don't know. So, Moik, only 1%. Yes, 1% a week is just fine by me. Code is gold. Nokia. Okay, that's 4. Okay, NOK. We'll take a look at that one. Cruiser. Hello from Florida. Which part of Florida are you from? I'm up in the St. Pete area. How am I doing? Rich, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you there, Rich. Carmichael wants to take a look at NVV. What the hell is that? NVV. Okay. Cam, how you doing? Mella, what's going on? Thank you there, Mella. Hey, from Singapore. Faz, what's going on? Carmichael, NVCY. NVCE. You got to give me a moment to get to these. Gatsby. What is that one? Rochambeau. Ricey. What the hell is Ricey, Rochambeau? RYCEY. RYCEY. Ricey. Okay. Okay, Mohique, we can take a look at Wall for a minute. Drezik, thank you for teaching covered calls. I've been practicing this for a year, and it's so simple. Want me to make it more confusing for you? Uh-oh. We got some more on the other screen. Hold on. How long have you had a 1% return a week happening for you? Since 2000 and I think it's 8 or 2009. Are you on E-Trade? No, I'm not. I'm on Thinkorswim and Robinhood. Dave, can I write 10,000 a month with 100 grand? That's 10%, dude. You're definitely in the wrong place. I'm not. Now, don't get me wrong. There are ways of making $10,000. What you're talking about 10% a month? Yeah, there are ways of making 10% a month, but with more risk comes more reward. So you're looking for more. You're looking for 10% a week. Sorry, you're looking for 10% a month. Okay, that's 120% by the end of the year. Okay, is it possible? Yeah, but I'm not the person to teach you that. That's not what I do. I'm looking for simplicity. I'm looking for safety. I'm looking for predictability. And then I'm looking for almost no risk whatsoever. BlackBerry, you got to give me the ticker symbol because BlackBerry is not one of those things I do. All right, so let's just chill, hold out right here, and let's take a look at the first one on the list, which is going to be Tractor Supply. Now, as I do this, I do it by the book. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. You'll know everything I do is basically the same over and over and over again. Honey, chapstick and a cold drink? My lips are really sore. Ooh. Love that jacket.
Are you booked at the Flamingo in Vegas?
I love that jacket. Would that jacket just come in?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to put that on.
Oh my God.
Holy cow. You guys aren't going to believe this. Look what just came in the mail. Isn't that flashy? A gold sequin dress coat. Smoking jacket. Here we go. All right, so let's take a look one at a time. First thing we're going to do, look at Tractor Supply. Okay, fine. TSCO, Tractor Supply. Now, anytime I do something, it's always going to be the exact same. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. First thing, I want the 1 year chart. I'm looking for 5 things, and it takes me 2 to 3 seconds. You ready? See how good you are. Hello, do you have a training program? Alex, yes, I do. Sit tight for a second. All right, so here we go. 5 things. See how quick you can find them. You ready? Number 1, the high. Number 2, the low. Number 3, where was it a year ago? Number 4, where is it today? Number 5, what's the motion of the ocean? Where's it going? Up, down, sideways. Well, that takes 2 to 3 seconds. You ready? Watch this. You ready? Watch. That's it. 2 to 3 seconds. Now, what am I accomplishing here? Number 1, I'm not at the high of the year. Here's the high of the year. I'm not here. Awesome. I'm not at the bottom either. Okay. High, drop down. Now, what is she doing? That's what I'm looking for. What can I expect based on what has already happened? Well, the top is here, just kind of dropped all the way down here. And what's happening lately? Okay, let's zoom in. But before we zoom in to find out what we're doing now, let's take a look at the numbers. Remember rule number 5? Make sure all the numbers work in my favor. Well, let's see. You ready? 30, 43. 30, 43, 30, 43, 30, 43. Tractor Supply at this moment in time is at $30.43. That's the current price right here, right now. This is what it's doing. This is what it did a year ago. That's the high of the year, the low of the year. It tells us everything we need to do or we need to look for when we first open the door. Here we are. The high, the low, look at the motion. Thank you, baby. The high, the low, look at the motion. Where's it going? What does it look like? Okay, great. So that's where we are. Second thing I want to do after I look at the chart, 2 or 3 seconds, I want to find out rule number 5, make sure all the numbers work. So if the purchase price is $30.43 and I buy it tomorrow morning at $30.43, what price am I going to sell it for? Remember, I'm doing a covered call. now the covered call is not the actual simplest trade there is, because the simplest trade there is would be just buying the stock. All right, sweet Dan, I'm actually going up to Maine in a couple of weeks. Okay. All right, I got to leave it here. Ooh, wow, all this stuff. I missed all these questions. All right, so if I'm going to buy it here at $30.43, I want to use, Coach Joel, how you doing? I want to use the simplest strategy there is. And the absolute simplest strategy there is a huge obstacle, a huge problem with the simplest strategy. The simplest strategy is just buying the stock. That's it. Just buy it. That's the simplest strategy there is. But there's a huge problem with that. You got to wait. And then you got to wait some more. And then you got to wait some more. You got to wait until the stock moves before you can sell it and grab a profit. Turn the fan on, give me some air movement. So it's the simplest strategy. Buy it, and then you just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. No. Because it could take a day, it could take a week, it could take a month, it could take a year. You just don't know when it's going to move. Well, kind of do sometimes. But a strategy, let's call it the second easiest. It is an easy strategy. Okay, remember why I say simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week? Well, the simplest is buying. I don't want to do that because I don't want to wait. I want to buy it and sell it at the exact same time. And I can do that with a covered call. A covered call, I basically buy the stock, I turn around and I sell it to someone else for the same price I just paid for it. So if I'm paying $30.43, the covered call, which by the way, remember, simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Okay, it is simple, safe. It's one of the safest trading strategies there is. You're allowed to use covered calls in your IRA. So if you have an IRA and you want to do something like this, yeah, you could do it in your IRA. Now, if you just have stocks that you're just collecting dividends for, why not sell some covered calls on the positions you already own? It's like free money. I'm going to explain what it's like free money as we progress through the evening. Sorry, we just got back from Texas last week, and the Texas heat just sucked all the oil out of my body. Yes, I did say oil. I'm Italian. So I've been caking this chapstick on every single day, 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, because the heat and the dryness in Texas. Anyway. All right, so the second safest strategy is the covered call. I buy the stock, I sell it to someone for the same price I just paid for it. So if I'm paying $30.43, I want to go and take a look at the strike prices. What does that mean? Well, a covered call, I own the stock. So once I buy it, I own it. Now I'm going to turn around and sell it to someone else using a stock option called a call stock option. Put together, it's either called a buy right or a covered call. Fine. So buy it $30.43. I'm going to sell it at $30.50. It's just a couple pennies above what I paid for it. Or I can do it backwards. I can do the 30. Either one is going to give me over 1%. If I do the 30, I'm collecting an extra 85 cents. So I'll be walking away with, if I sell the 30, I'm walking away with 30.85. The 30 call. Now the 30.5 call, I'll be walking away with 31.05. Either one, I'm still walking away with a profit. Imagine, if you will, just imagine this. If I buy it at $30.43, I can sell it at $30, which is less than what I paid for it, and still walk away with the profit. How? Well, if I buy it at $30.43, I sell it at $30, I'm losing 43 cents right off the bat, right? Well, if I take the 43 cents off of this, well, now I'm walking away with 30.42. All right, 30.42. I'm still walking away with a profit. I'm walking away with a 42-cent profit. 42-cent profit on a $30 stock is over 1.5% for 1 week, 5 days. So, let's get rid of this. And let's do that first trade of the night. Here we go. Now, once I take a look at the chart, everything looks okay. Remember, 2 to 3 seconds, great, wonderful. I look at the numbers. Is the numbers going to be profitable? What am I buying? What am I selling? Is it over 1%? Yes, it is. Let's move on. We're going to do the covered call. Simple, safe, and predictable. We're going to get to the predictable part in about 4 seconds. Sit tight. Here it comes. You ready? All right, let's get rid of this. Where's those damn glasses? There they are. All right, covered call. The 30.50, there it is. Ooh, let's do both of them. We'll do the 30 and the 30.50, and we'll see which one is better. All right, so let's do the 30 first. The 30. There it is, the 30. Here's what it sounds like, and I'm about to tell you something interesting. Watch this. One covered call, TSCO, 17 July 26. That is this coming Friday, 5 days away. Okay, the $30 call option. Here's the profit, $47. The investment cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $29.53. And we're going to need the calculator for this one. Calculator. Give me a second. Calculator, there we go. Okay. Calculator, if you will. First thing we want to do is we want to take the profit, $47. Put that into the calculator. This is the part we said predictor. Remember that? Simple, we already showed you that one. Safe, we already showed you that one. Now we're looking at predictable. You ready? Here we go. First thing we want to do is the profit, $47. Max profit, $47. Before I forget, what we're looking at here behind me, this screen here is live on YouTube right here, right now. So if you don't want to look at me, you just want to hear what's going on, pull it up on your big screen TV. It's live on YouTube. If you got internet, you can go to youtube.com and go on live, and there's the big screen. All right, so 47 is the profit, max profit, 47. Everything I need to know is right there, right there. The current price of the stock, the last price, the bid, the ask, the order itself by one covered call, Tractor Supply, 17 July, that's this coming Friday. The $30 call option, 29 something, blah, blah, that. The break even, 29.53. The max profit, 47. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. What if I was going to do on margin? Margin power right there. Okay, it's 2,900 all cash, but it's only 1,400 on margin. Don't do margin. Now, don't get me wrong, margin is huge profits. But if you're just getting started out, that's not something you want to do because it is risky as hell. It is, because you're using someone else's money to trade with. I always tell people, before you even think of doing margin, before you even think of putting your own money in, paper trade first. Do you remember the game? 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel, round and round, round you go. Stay away from go to jail, collect $200 every time you pass go. It's Monopoly. It teaches you how to buy and sell real estate. The game of life, it teaches you a whole bunch of stuff. The game of risk. These board games from the 60s and the 70s taught you some valuable skills. You may not know it. So paper trading, same thing. You sign up at a brokerage account. I use Thinkorswim, which is through Charles Schwab. And they allow me to use a paper trading account. It's still playing the same game, still the same numbers. Okay, this is a little bit warm. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm going to turn the fan up a little bit more. And as it cools off, I'll put it back on. I like that, Jack. That's cool. Feel like a game show host. All right, so profit, 47. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $2,900. What is my rate of return? Remember, I'm investing for weekly cash flow, not monthly, not annually. You have to change your thinking. I'm not investing for annual returns. I'm investing for weekly cash flow. I was born in the 60s, grew up in the 70s and the 80s. It was a great time. It really was. I didn't know it back then because I thought it sucked because we were poor as hell. Yeah, I was dirt ass poor. Anyway, so here we go. David, nice to see you, David. Leonard. Okay, nice to see you there, Leonard. Okay, profit. Cost of the trade right there, $29.53. What is my rate of return for this week on this one trade? $29.53, grand total of one. Hold on, I need two hands for this one. 1.6% for 1 week. 1.6% for 1 week. But here's the catch. Do you like the company? Tractor Supply, TSCO. So it's always going to come down to rule number 1. Never buy anything you do not want to own long term or you do not understand. If you don't understand it, you don't want to own it, don't buy it. It's that simple. Don't buy it. I'm not getting any feed on this one. What's going on here? All right, that's a little better. All right, so that being said, 1.6, of course we're going to save this one. 1.6, why the hell not? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's try this one more time. All right, so let's clean up my screen. We're going to come to another one very shortly. All right, back to the beginning, back to there, back to there. Let's take a look at Tractor Supply. Okay. Look at that. Oh, let's do this right here. Oh, yeah, that's much better. One covered, whoops, wrong one. One covered call, TSCO. That's Tractor Supply. 17 July 26. That means expiring this coming Friday. The $30 call option. Look at the stock. The price at this moment in time is $30.43. So let me say it really slow. I'm going to buy it $30.43. I'm going to sell it for $30, which is less than I paid for it, and I'm still going to walk away with a profit in 5 days as long as the stock stays above 30. So you got a couple of questions rattling through your head, or should be rattling through your head. Number 1, does it make sense? Number 2, do I like this company? Number 3, do I like this company at this price? And number 4, do I have it deep within me to follow the rules and not stray? Because shiny objects, because this is boring as hell. This takes discipline to stay away from those little shiny objects. All right, so next on, let's save this one, 1.6. Right, oops, right there. TSCO, Tractor Supply, 1.6. Yay! Next, we look for 5 every night. 5, Tractor Supply, first of the week. Let's find another one. All right. Alex, Coach Joel, nice. What do we have down here? Daltron, the story's okay. Thank you there, Daltron. Hello. Wait a minute. Hello. I vaguely remember you saying that you have 2 losses out of many this year. What do you consider a loss? What I consider a loss is when I sell something for less than I paid for it. The 2 that I had a loss on slipped through the cracks. I didn't see. I had too much on my plate. Hear that? I'm admitting that I made a mistake and I had too much on my plate, and just some strange reason they just slipped on by. Vodka cranberry. Okay, nice gold blaze. Yes, I know. I thought that was cool. I'm waiting for it to get a little chillier in here before I put it back on again. But it's starting to get cool. All right, so who do we have over here? Big Robert. What's happening? All right. Light. Yes, the game of life. Like that was great. Can I be successful doing a straddle on QQQ every day? I know absolutely nothing about you, Daryl, and I cannot give you advice on anything. I could, but I'm not going to. Do you know why? I know absolutely nothing about you. I have no idea how old you are. I have no idea what kind of a budget you're working with. I have no idea where your goals are. So I can't tell you what to do. Sorry. But me personally, I can say, I'd stay away from the Qs because they're not profitable. Hold on, I wanted to show you this. You're not going to like it, but I'm going to show you anyway. QQQ. Here we go. You're not going to like this. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Here, just for you. You ready? Invesco, QQQ Trust, QQQ, there it is right there, $725 per share. Hold on, let's slide down a little bit. This is the part you're not going to like. You're not going to like this. You ready? The yield. You understand what the yield is, correct? If you don't understand what the yield is, you shouldn't be investing. The yield is when you take up all the dividends, throw them all together, divided by the cost of the shares, which is over $700, and that gives you your rate of return or your yield for the year. Are you ready? Are you sure? Are you sitting down? Pucker up, buttercup, here it comes. I can't believe this shit. Why would you do this? 41%. No. 0.41%. Dude, that's less than 0.5% per year. This is the part where I say, what the hell are you thinking? Seriously. Oh, wait a minute. It gets worse. Hold on. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Now I want to take a look at historical data. Do you know what historical data is? That is numbers. Every single number there is since this little QQQ started trading. So let's check it out. Historical data. There it is. Don't go anywhere. Okay? I disappointed you once. I'm about to disappoint you again. 0.41%. What's the matter with you? Now, I wouldn't mind doing 0.41% every week because that looks kind of nifty. 0.41. But I'd rather 1%. All right, so here we go. Invesco, QQQ, 725. Here's historical prices. Here's the date. Here's the date, the opening price, the high of the day, the low of the day, the close, the adjusted, and the volume. A lot of good information here. But it's not. I don't want to see that. I want to see this right here. Dividends only. Because the dividend is the profit that they give back to us. So just for owning QQQQ, you get a portion of their profits. So let's see what they look like. You're not going to like it. Dividends. Now I'll look at all the dividends. Now we're going to go all the way back 20 years, because remember, do you remember the part where I say I only like companies that are consistently profitable? Consistently profitable. Remember that part? Now, I'm looking for anything that's profitable for at least 2 decades. Okay? 10, 20 years. Is the Qs consistently profitable for 2 decades? That's 20 years. So let's go back all the way to 1996. Oh, no, 2006. Sorry. 1996 would have been. Wait a minute. Yeah, 2006 would be 20 years. Okay, there we go, right there. Take a deep breath. Okay, Daryl, take a deep breath because you're not going to like this. Are you ready? Okay. Now, a profit is when you buy something and then you sell it, or they sell it and they give you money, and the money increases every year. So hypothetically speaking, if this is a good buy every single year for the next 20 years, that number should go higher, 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 and never, ever, 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 ever go backwards. That's what consistency of profitability looks like. And don't tell me nobody does it, because there's plenty of them that do. And we're going to talk about a few of those in a little bit. But right now, I want to disappoint you. Are you ready? Sorry for you guys, just entertain me for a while. Okay, so here we go. 2006, 29, 26, hold up. The second dividend went down 10%. Did you see that? The second dividend, now, not the second one, but we're looking back 20 years. 20 years ago today is 2006. The very first dividend in 2006 is 2.9. The second is 2.6. It dropped 10%. And then it dropped another 10% to 2.3. 2.9, 2.6, 2.3. That's going backwards. That's not increasing in profits. But hold on, they make up for it here. 54. Okay, so let's do it this way. You ready? Lower. We're going to need this. We're going to need this so before we can take a really good look. Okay. Lower, lower, higher. Lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher. Hold on. Because we're just getting started. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times the profits went down. That's not consistent profitability, but hold up. Hold up. I'm about to disappoint you some more. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times it went backwards. Okay, so we ended up at December 19, 2008. All right, there it is right there. Okay. Higher, lower, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, lower. Do you see a pattern here? See the pattern? It goes up, it goes down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm going to stop right here because we're only on 2011. No. I'm only on 2011, and half the time it goes up, the other half of the time it goes down. So again, what the hell are you thinking? Putting your money into something that's not consistently profitable. Let me show you what consistently profitable looks like. Before I do that, I got to clean up this mess. Okay. Now, we're going to look at Microsoft, MSFT. Are you ready? Here we go. 20 years, because I don't want to cheat. I want everything to be even. So we'll go back to 2006 with Microsoft. All right. You ready for this, Buttercup? Here we go. 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75, 83. Do I need to keep going? Have I made my point? There's over 350 companies that are consistently profitable for a bare minimum of 10 to 24 years. Well, think about it. QQQ is not consistently profitable at all. At least Microsoft makes more money every single year, higher and higher and higher. All right, so no to the Qs. How's that, brother? Hate to disappoint you, but I told you weren't going to like it. All right, next. RYCEY. Rochambeau, what the hell is that? Seriously. RYCEY. Hell no. Come on. Dude, you've been here long enough. There's no options. No thank you. Mohique. Wolf. WOLF. RYCEY. That's a no. All right, Wolf, here we go. I'm going to say no. I I don't even need to look at anything else. I just need one. Look. 2 to 4 seconds. 2 to 4. You ready? Here's the top, the bottom. What was it? What is it? All right. Sit tight. All right. Thank you. All right. I don't even need to look at it. Look, here's the top, and it's just dropping like a rock. No, thank you. No. Sorry, dude. No wolf. No wolf for you. Riley was next. R-I-L-Y, Riley. Interesting. What's going on with Riley? Same thing. Anytime you look at any charts, always 5 things. High, low, was, is, up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on right here? Before we look at that, what's the number? The number is 718, 718, 718, 718. The closest strike price to 718. Yep, 7. I heard it in the back. 7. The 7 is going for 36 cents. Let's go for the 750. 750 is going for 11. Okay, but what's happening right here? The last 30 days. Does this thing look like it's going anywhere? Okay, here's the bottom. Now, I'm not quite sure if you want to count Friday as an up day. Okay, because when I'm looking to jump into anything, I look for the bottom. Then I look for 2 days up. 1, 2. And then on the third day, I will jump in. So, if this thing opens up tomorrow at 750, I might think about it. So that being said, let's take a look at Riley at 750. Covered call. There we go. 750. There it is. Okay. Here we go. You ready? 1 covered call. Riley. 17 July. That's this coming Friday. 5 days away. The 750 call option. The stock is currently at 742. Okay, this is the last traded price on Friday. This is the current price after hours. Okay, so, all right, $47 is the profit. Look at my investment, $700 for one contract. Yeah, baby. I'm going to need a calculator to figure this rate of return out. $47. Divide by my investment, 703. Grand total of 6.6% for 1 week. Wow, I like that idea. Let's save this one. Riley. Let's clean up my computer while that loads. Okay, get out of that. 6.6. Holy cow. Holy banana cows. All right, there it is. I just saw it. Whoa. 1 covered call. Riley, R-I-L-Y. 17 July 26. That's this coming Friday. The 7.5 call option. Well, it's $47 for the profit, and my investment's only $703 per contract. But it's always going to come down to, do I like this company? Rule 1 is never, ever, ever going to change. Never buy anything you do not want to hold on to long term. You've got to figure out what long term means to you. For me, it means at least 30 days. Because I'm 62. There's so many kids in my class that I went to school with. I sat next to in the English class, in math class, in homeroom. They're no longer here. Well, what does that mean for me? I don't know. That means, 30 days might be a stretch. We just don't know. Who is that? Can you mute yourself if you don't mind? If you got questions, just... Okay. I don't understand any of that. I'm going to have to mute you. All right. Okay, hold tight. Ruben, how can you be making noise in the background? That's okay. All right, Ruben, if you have any questions, unmute yourself, okay? All right, so that being said, 6.6% on Riley. Okay, if you like it, Never buy anything unless you really like it, right? RILY 6.6. Gotta love it. Right there. There we go. Next. What do we have next? Next we have PLTR, Palantir. Now Palantir doesn't have any dividends, so it's not really on my list. PLTR. But you asked for it. Here you go. What's going on? The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down. What's going on right there? It doesn't look very good. Last 30 days. Now, you'll see this in action. Are you ready? Your previous 30-day high, 30-day bottom, okay? Because when it gets to a 30-day high, people take profits. When people take profits, the stock drops, creates a new bottom, then she shoots back up, creating a new top, and then people start taking profits again, so she starts to drop again. And what do stocks do? They go up until they're done going up, and then they go down until they're done going down. It's actually that simple. They go up till they're done, and then they turn around and go down. And then they go down till they're done, and then they turn around. That's it. Ice Dog Xena. STRC yields more than 10% per month. I seriously doubt it, but let's take a gander at it. All right, so he's saying STRC, hell no. I don't care what it yields, brother. Honestly, I don't. Take a look. July, August, September, December. Those are months of the year, which means this is a monthly optionable stock. It means it trades the options once a month, which means I could only do option trades once a month. And you saying it's yielding over 10% per month? Well, let's take a gander. STRC. Okay, STRC. Let's check out the profits, shall we? STRC. What the hell? Oh, that's STCC. I want STRC. Okay. Little boo-boo there. STRC. All right, there we go. Strategy 8748. Yay! And now we're going to look at 20 years of dividends. 20 years of dividends to see if he's right. Does it come to 10% per month? All right, let's figure it out. I'm going to say no right off the top of my head. Do you know why? Because it's a 47-cent dividend. Okay, so the stock is 87.48. The current dividend is 47 cents, or 48 cents. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so if we take the profit, which is our dividend, which is part of the profits that we get back, and it's 48 cents a share, and the shares are $87 per share. Let's get the calculator to see what that comes up to. Okay, 48 cents. And we're going to divide it by the purchase price of the stock, $88.57. 88.57. I don't know where you got your math from, but that's only 0.5%. Okay, great. Well, let's take that 0.5%, and we're going to multiply it times 4. Are they paying monthly or are they paying quarterly? January, February, March. Oh, yeah, so they're paying monthly. Okay. Wait a second. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Are you shitting me? This thing's not even a year old and you're wasting our time on a company that's not even... Oh, fuck no. Not even a year old. Look at this. 80. 83, 85, 87, 89, 91, 93, 95, 95, 95, 95, 97. It just had a 50% cut in its dividend. And you think that comes to... No. Fuck no. Hell no. Todd, what's happening, Todd? Nice to see you. No, no, and hell no. Not even a year old. Why are you wasting our time? When I have two fingers up and I say 2 decades, dude, this is not even 1 year. 2 decades is 20 years. Not 20 weeks. No. All right, next. Next. That what a freaking waste of my time that one was. All right. Next. Nokia. Why the hell are we looking at Nokia? N-O-K. Interesting. All right. First thing I want to see. 2 to 4 seconds. You ready? The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Loose. Up, down, up. Okay. Easy enough, right? What do the numbers look like? 1244. The 1250s are going for 42. That's over 3%. Let's zoom in a little bit closer and see what's happening right here. Because we know this is the high of the year and the low of the year is way down here. So what's going on here? Let's zoom in. Last 30 days. Because see, the last 30 days gives me a good idea of where do I think it's going next. La, la. 30 days ago would be the 12th. Right there. Okay. I'm going to say no to Nokia. Simple reason. You ready? Here we go. Here's the 30-day high. Here's the 30-day bottom. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the flow. Down, up, down, up, down. It's still trending down, so no. Sorry. No to Nokia. No, Nokia. NVV. What the hell is NVV? NVV. Well, that was interesting. Meredith, XRP is not a dividend stock, but I'll take a look at it anyway. NVV is going to be a no.
Take a look at it anyway.
NVSE. All right. I have no idea who's doing that. Thank you, Nick. All right. So NVV is not coming up with anything, so no to that one. All right, so what do you guys come up with? What do we got? I can't believe you asked me about SpaceX. You've got to be kidding me. SpaceX is not even a month old yet. Let's keep on keeping now. All right, sorry, I'm just going to go back to find out some more. Paul Rod, how you doing, Paulie? All right, do you ever use the same company week to week? Absolutely. All right, Gatsby, Knobs, Dublo, ZW, okay. Rochambeau, Cruiser, hello. What's your strategy? Mohik, we already told you about that. I'm sorry, NVEE ticker symbol. Oh, NVVE. NVVE. That does not look good at all. Ask me why would you want to look at something that's $700 a year ago and now it's at $13. Well, let's zoom in. Wait a minute. No options. Sorry, dude. Why didn't I see that? No. So... yeah. Okay. Monica. There's no options, dude. Remember rule number 4? Weekly options only. Uh-oh. User 930403665 wants to SKHY. What the hell is that? SKHY? Skilled Health Group? What? SKHY. No. It's just not, we cannot find that symbol. So it's the wrong symbol, dude. Uh-oh. Zogsade. Why weekly, not monthly or yearly saver and better? If you come up with a better one, let me know. Hold on. I'm going to actually show you why I don't do monthlies. It seems like a waste of time, but apparently I had to do it every once in a while. Okay. So why weeklies instead of monthlies? Okay. Here we go. Are you ready? Zogsadi? I have no idea. Okay, anyway. Here's the top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Plain to see. Now she's shooting back up. She's at 21.13. The 21s are going for 35. So listen, quick math. Okay. Profit on the 21s is going to be 35. So let's figure that out. 0.35, and we're going to divide it by the stock price. The stock price is 21.22. 21.22 gives me a grand total of 1.6. Okay. Monthly, 1.6. Now also, what am I seeing on the monthly? Okay, here's your last 30 days on a monthly stock. On a weekly, okay? 17 July, this Friday. 24 July, next Friday. This Friday, next Friday. 31 July, 3 Fridays out. 7 August, 4 Fridays out. 14 August, 5 Fridays. 21 August, 6 Fridays, 7, 8, 9. Every single week I can make a trade. This trade right here is 1.6%. Now, what am I looking for? Well, besides the movement, the top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. Well, that's easy to see. Where's it going to be in 5 days? Well, 5 days, it looks as if it's going to be somewhere in this area. You know, up a little bit, down a little bit, sideways, right around in this area a little bit. Not that difficult for 5 days. Well, now let's look at a monthly optionable stock. Everyone's favorite, Realty. Here he goes. You ready? Realty. 17 July, 21 August, 18 September, 18 December, 15 January, 19 March. Those are months of the year. Means I can trade it once a month. Here's the problem I have with monthly optionable stocks. Are you ready? Last 30 days. Okay, last 30 days. Are you ready? Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 62.50. We drop down to 60, jump up to 63.50, drop down to 61.50, shoot up to 64.50, drop back down to 63. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, that's just the movement. Now I got to figure out where is that going to be in 30 days. This is 30 days. Okay, a 30-day option. Now you got to figure out where is it going to be in 30 days. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, great. Where's it going to be? Hold on. It gets worse. You ready? We can't do this one because there's only 5 days left, but we'll do this one right here because there's 40 days left. 40 days is 5 weeks. Okay, 5 weeks. So, it's currently at 63.48. The closest one we have is the 62.50. But if we sell it at 62.50, we're losing $1.98. No, we're losing 98 cents right off the top. Okay, if I sell it, if I buy it at 63.48, the closest strike price is going to be 62.50 or the 65. Well, the 65 is going for 5 cents. What am I making off of that one? Well, I'm making 5 cents off of the option, but I'm only making $1.42 No, $1.52 on the stock. $1.52 in 5, it's $1.57. 157 for 5 weeks. Wait a minute, 5 times 7 is 35. Yeah, okay. So we're going to divide that by 5. Okay. And we have 157. 157 divided by 5. Grand total of 31 cents per week. That's my profit, 31 cents per week, because it's 5 weeks. Okay, now I'm going to take the 31 cents and we're going to divide it by the purchase price. 63.48. Divide 63.48. Gives me a grand total of 0.5%. So why don't I do monthlies? Because the numbers never, ever, ever go in my favor. And then trying to figure out where the stock is going to be in 30 days, it's not that easy. 5 days is easy as compared to 30 days. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. When I say they just don't work, I don't know why people don't believe me and they want me to explain it to them anyway. They just don't work. Okay, so that's 1.6. This one was 0.49. So weekly 1.6, monthly 0.49 per week. So no, it just doesn't go my way. Sorry, it just don't. And you're probably thinking I'm using the wrong stock. Well, I probably am. It's not the point. The point is trying to see where something's going to be in 5 days is a lot easier than trying to figure out where something's going to be in 30 days. So I don't even bother trying. I'd rather just do weekly options. And besides, I don't want to get paid once a month. I want to get paid every single week. Paul Rod, yo, what's up, brother? Your buddy gave me, I got to talk to your buddy a little while ago. Okay, let's take a look at some more. What else do we got? We only got one stock tonight. We got to come up with 4 more. What do we have? Jackson, SKHY, that was already a no. Chewy, Vicky, you got to give me the ticker symbol. I don't think Chewy is a ticker symbol. Let's find out. CHEWY. It's not a ticker symbol. There it is right there. CHWY. Okay. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on here? 2088. The 21s are going for 42. That's over 2% right there. So, what does the last 30 days look like? All right, interesting. The top, the bottom. She drops, finds a new bottom, shoots up. Now it's profit taking. There it is. 1 day up. That's it. Just 1 day up. I want 2 days up, and on the 3rd day, I might think about it. Any thoughts on Ricey? Didn't we already take a look at Ricey? RYCEY. Yeah, we did. That was a hell no. What's the strategy? We already went over that one. Yes! It's the LWGEND. I have no idea what that means. Sweet Dan, I like to see you in Portland, Maine. Yeah, we'll be going up to Maine in a couple of weeks. What else do we got? Am I on E-Trade? No, I'm not. Can I write 10,000 a month with 100 grand? Not necessarily so. Ooh, Cyber Ninja, Chevron, CVX. I'm staying away from oil stocks during the turmoil. Oh, but look at that. Neat. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. 176. The 177s are going for 184. That's over 1%. Let's zoom in and see what the last 30 days looks like. Here's our last 30 days for Chevron. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Drop, up, down, up. Kind of going up, but what happened here on Thursday? She went up, pulled back on Thursday. What happened on Friday? And then what happened over the weekend? I try to stay away from, where the action is, because with action, kind of like what we're having in the Middle East, I'd rather not do that. Hello, do you have a training program, Alex? Yes, I do. DM me. I'll send you some information. I don't sell anything while I'm here. Okay, I'm just sharing information. I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. We're all adults. We know how it works. Okay, the bonehead on TV, or that would be me, written 15 books, has a training course, has the live classes, has all that crap, but I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to share. But if you want to know, DM me, and we'll have a chat. Send me your number, and I'll give you a call. Okay? All right, let's keep on going. Haley, John, we already looked at Cisco. Brian wants to take a look at Pepsi. Pepsi, believe it or not, is over 100 years old. Okay? Over 100 years old, has 5 decades. Remember I told you there are companies that are consistently profitable year after year after year after year? Pepsi, 5 decades. 5 decades of increased profits. They are what you call a dividend king. Dividend king. All right? What do we have down here? So Ice Dog, no to STRC. Dude's not even a year old. Ranson Gold. Do you only achieve said profit if the price of the stock increases, it gets called away? Else, if the price decreases when you own 100 shares on discount. Ransom Gold. God? Ransom. Ra. Sun God. Cool. Ra. Sun God. Okay, anyway. I was fooling around. I forgot the question. No. Okay, see, I make the money on the premium, which is the stock option consideration. Okay. If I buy the stock at 137.38, I want to sell the 138s, and I'm going to pick up $1.39. That's 1%. That's my 1%. Okay, 137.38. The 138s are going for 139. That's over 1%. That's where I'm getting the money. I'm not getting it from the stock price. As long as the stock stays where it is or goes up is what I'm looking for. That's why I like to look at the chart. Okay, the high, the low, where was it, where is it, up, down, up, down, up. What's going on here? Look at the size of that gap. I love gaps. The reason I love gaps is gaps have a tendency to fill. Let's zoom in a little bit closer so you get a better idea of it. You ready? Okay, here's our last 30 days for Pepsi. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, look at that gap right there. The gap, along with the huge amount of volume, and then Friday she opens and goes up, that could be the new bottom, and this could be the turnaround point, but it's only one day. I like 3 days. 2 days to the upside. On the third day, I'll jump in. But for the fun of it, let's take a look at what Pepsi would look like for this week at the current price. Glasses. This could be number 2. 137.38. Covered call. The 138s. Here you go. One covered call, Pepsi, 17 July, that's this coming Friday, 5 days away. The 138 call option, 209 is the profit, 13,000 is the investment. What is my rate of return? Calculator, 209 profit, divided by cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $13,591.59, divided by 13,591 equals 1.5. 1.5% for 5 days on a company that has been around. All right, see if you get this through your head. The company's been around for over 100 years. They've got 5 decades, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years or more. Just be a dividend king. You need 5 decades of increased profits. Well, we already saw the chart. You either like the company or you don't. I'm going to save this one, 1.5%. Hell yeah, it's Pepsi. How the hell can you go wrong with Pepsi? All right, let's get this out of here. Here we go. Pepsi. What? No. That's not what I want to see. $138. There it is. There it is right there. That ain't it. Hell no. Covered call. There it is. 138. Right there. Now let's try. Sorry, had to fix something. Try it one more time. One more time. What did we come up with? 1.5. Okay, 1.5. One covered call. Pepsi, 17 July 26. That's this coming Friday, 5 days away. The 138 call option. 209 is the profit. 13,591 is the investment. So no matter what investment you're looking at, you got to put something up. Okay, the better the company, unfortunately, the more money you got to put on. You got to put up. Okay, it is what it is. It's a good quality company. Now, the way I like to look at it is I'm creating weekly cash flowing assets. Think about it, weekly cash flowing assets. Why not, right? Okay, this one, what was it, 1.5, 1.6, 1.5% for 1 week. And it's a dividend king, and it's over 100 years old. $1.5. Pepsi. 2 more. Come on down. 2 more. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Got. So do you think about leverage ETFs? You got to give me a good one. You can't just say, what do I think about leverage ETFs? And not give me one. Got to give me a good one. Come on and tell me, do you like Sean? Really, JEPQ? Sean, do I have to go through that? What the hell were you thinking when it comes to JEPQ? I think I do. I do now. Yes, I do. Do you think he's crazy? I do. JEPQ. I do. I do now. Yes, I do. Okay, JEPQ. Here we go. You ready? JP Morgan, ETF, JEPQ. Let's check out the profits. I could care less, really. Could care less what they hold, what they do. Okay, so someone is behind the computer, clickety, buying the stocks, selling the stocks, doing whatever they're doing, creating the profits. Well, what do those profits look like for JEPQ? 20 years of profits. Here we go. Oh, no. JEPQ is only 4 years old. 4 years old. Who came up with this one? Turn Rivers 1. This company's 4 years old. What the hell are you thinking? Seriously. But hold on. You're not going to like this. Okay. 37.6 is the first dividend. Lower, higher, lower. higher, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, higher. Hold on. Lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher, lower, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, 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 lower, lower, lower. Come on, dude. Do you even check out the numbers? Hell no. JEPQ's not consistently profitable at all, and it's only 4 years old. No. Cassie, AMDY. What the hell is that, Cassie? AMDY. AMDY. This thing's like 5 years old. Okay, AMDY. 559. Holy shit. 559 to 220. That's a 50. $55% loss. 559 to 221. That's a 50% loss. That right there should have told you, oh, hell no. Hold on. Lower, higher, higher, lower, 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 higher, lower, lower. Hell no. I'm not even going to bother with this one. Don't you check out the numbers? I mean, seriously. This is your money we're talking about. Okay, now some of you put in 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 50, 60 years of 40, 60 hours every single week. And you're putting your money into something that's not profitable? What the hell are you thinking? Seriously. Sorry, Cassie, I can't. No, AMDY, hell no. Smokey, NNE. What the hell is NNE? NNE. Nanonuclear. Dude, there's no dividends at all. Okay, we're on a dividend investing channel. The name of the show is Dividend Stock Talk. The name, the number one word, dividend. NNE has no dividends. What about NMAX? NMAX. Yeah, I thought so. No dividends, no thank you. What's next? Next, Ashley, LOL. I really don't think that's a good one. A drop in the ocean. Thank you about that one. Spartan, Micron, really? Are you shitting me? When I say never buy anything you don't understand or you do not want to own, what about that you don't understand? Seriously, what is it you don't understand? Why the hell would I want to buy something that's at the high of the year? $1,300 a share. Fuck no. No. Why would I buy something? $1,300 a share. It's dropping back up. No. I can get 2, 3, 4, 5% on a $10 stock. Why would I want to put $100,000 into one position? SPY Lincoln, I'm not even going to waste my time with that one. SPY is not profitable either. Ooh, El Salbrosan. Wally World, hell yeah. WMT. Now, Walmart is a dividend aristocrat. 25 years increased profits. Let's take a gander. You ready? The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Shoots up, pulls back, back up. 113, 114. The 114 is going for 132. Hell yeah, let's do this one. I don't even need to look. Look what we're looking at. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's going up nicely. Got all that space right there. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Good quality company, household names. Everybody knows who Wally World is. Here's your top. Here's your bottom. Here's your recovery. 113.90 to 114. 113. Yep, here's number 4 right there. We get one more. Then we're going to open up the phones for calls for anybody who wants to call in. Okay, covered the 114. There it is. And here we go. Here's Johnny. Johnny, tell him what he's won, Bill. Yes, here we go. Walmart, 17 July, the 114 call. 145 is the profit. 11,000 is the investment. What is the rate of return? 145 divided by 11,255. Whoa. 55 comes to a grand total of 1.3. 1.3% for 1 week for Wally World. If you like Wally World. And if you don't like Wally World, why not? There's like one in every major city. 1.3. Did I say 1.3? I said 1.3. $1.3. Here we go. Wally World. One covered call Walmart WMT 17 July. That's this coming Friday. The 114 calls. The stock is at 113.82. So we might get a little bit more. What is that? 18 cents? 113.82 on the 114s. Okay, we're picking up 145. The investment's only 11,000. It's 1.3% plus the extra right there. 1.3 Wally World. $1.3 WMT. Yes, WMT. There we go. Uh-oh, I forgot to move it. If I don't move it, Dell's going to pop right up on top of it. One more to go. That's it. One more. Okay. Welky, a Weeky 79 wants to take a look at Ford. Ooh, interesting. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, 14. The 14 is going for 24. Hell yeah. I'm going to write that one down for tomorrow. All right. It's a yes. That looks like our winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Here we go. Covered call, 14. There it is. Confirm and send. Johnny, tell him what he's won. Well, Bill, here we go. Covered call, Ford, 17 July, 14 call option, 25 is the profit, $1,375 is the investment. I don't know, 25 bucks. Divide 1375 comes to a grand total of 1.8. Hell yeah, 1.8 on Ford. Why not Ford? That's it. So we're going to open up the conversation. Let's see who can be first on the phone. Hold on. Just hold on a minute. Before we go much further, give me a dime so I can phone my mom. Okay, right there. That's it. Okay, 1.8 you say. 1.8. One covered call, Ford, 17 July. That's this coming Friday, 5 days away. The $14 call option. The stock is at $13.91. 25 is the profit. $13.75 is the investment for 1.8% for 1 week. Okay, we got to look at JEPQ. That's going to be a no. RVI. We're going to look at that next time, tomorrow night. We're here every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 8 until we get our 5. And then we're going to open it up for conversation. Who wants to call first? Hold on. Let's save this. $1.8 Uh-oh. Track display. There we go. All right. Phone number. Are we ready? Anybody ready? Okay, so I'm going to open up the phone. Whoever wants to call first. You ready? Here we go. 727. 543. 9418. That's terrible. All right, try it one more time. Seven, 2, 7, 543. 9418. The phone is open now. So while we're waiting for the first caller, let's answer some questions. All right. Do you only achieve... Yeah, we already did that question. But thank you there, Ross on God. What do you think about UWMC? What the hell is UWMC? UWM Holdings Corporation said $2 a share. I'm going to say no to this one. Now, the only reason I'm saying no to this one, number one, I have no idea who they are. That's number one. Number two, because I only like companies that are consistently profitable. What I'm looking at is this right here. 0, 0, 0, 0. So when the stock goes down, it's not an if, it's when the stock goes down, I'm collecting 0 premiums. And 0 premiums don't really work for me. There has to be some number there other than 0. Look at that. Nobody wants to call? Really? All right. I used to have to say, hey, it's getting a little chilly in here, so let's put it back on. Let's do this. Right. I turned the fan up so it's a little chilly so I can put my new coat on. It just arrived in the mail today. Imagine that they deliver on Sunday. All right. G-Man, what's going on? What's going on? We're looking at investing in dividend stocks for a weekly cash flow, looking at a 1% every single week. Yeah, I know, it's over 50% a year. People complain about that, blah, 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 blah. Oh, we got a phone call. Here we go. Kansas, Pittsburgh, Kansas. Hello, hello. Hello. Okay. Apparently they're not talking up. Hello, hello. All right, well, so much for that one. We'll try it again. For some strange reason, when you called, there was no voice. Okay, all right, also we got UWMC. It didn't come up as anything. Daryl, thank you there, Daryl. And I have no idea what that means. I like the intraday volatility. I don't. See, now, Daryl, my assumption would be if you like intraday volatility, he's calling again. Hello?
Hello.
Well, good afternoon. I should say good evening, and how are you today?
I'm good, sir. Thank you for your information.
Outstanding. So let's do a couple of pleasantries. First of all right, Salem, Oregon. You got to hold on for a second. Number one, what's your name?
It's John Didier.
Didier. Weren't you here before, John? Because that Didier is not a normal name.
Excuse me?
Never mind. All right, so John, what's your question?
I was interested in how to handle stocks that are approaching ex-dividend date. And how do you take advantage of that?
Oh, I like that. Sit tight for a second. I got something to show you. La 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 la. Here we go. Right there. Get rid of that. Get right there. Where you watching from, John?
I'm on TikTok.
You're on TikTok? Okay. All right. Did you see the chart behind me?
Yeah, your calendar.
Yeah. The calendar has these little green dots on them. The green dots represents companies that are consistently profitable. That means every single year the profits are higher and higher and higher. Now, why am I holding these onto my calendar? Because, John, just before the EX date, each one of these green dots is what's called the EX date. Let me explain what that is for those who don't know. There's 4 dates to remember on any dividend stock. Number 1 is the announcement date. That's when the company says, hey, everybody, this is how much money we made this year. Yay for us, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Date number 2 is called the EX dividend date. Let me see if I can find one in here for you. Oh, here we go. How about, Hormel. There we go. Okay. Very first date, the announcement date. The second date is the EX dividend date. That's the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. Date number 3 is called the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. And date number 4 is the payment date. That's when you actually get your payment. So, John, the way my daughter asked me, can you teach me? I had to come up with a strategy specifically for her. And I found an anomaly, which means stocks have a tendency to increase in price just before the EX date. So we're looking at Hormel. If Hormel's EX date is on the 13th, which is tomorrow, and I wanted to capture that dividend, I personally would buy it on the 29th, which is 2 weeks before the EX date. Because the stock goes up before the EX date and has a tendency to go down after the EX date or after the date of record. So once they pay out the dividend, stocks have a tendency to go down. But before the dividend, stocks have a tendency to go up. So let's take a look at Hormel for a second. HRL. Okay, so the dividend is tomorrow. 2 weeks before would have been the 29th, which would have been right here. Ugh. That wouldn't have worked out very well for me, would it? Let's find out what we're doing here. Okay, so how much is the dividend? Back to there. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, right here. So Hormel, the dividend is 29 cents. See that, John? 29 cents. So let's go back to the chart. On the 29th, I did say the 29th, didn't I? Just getting old stuff's no fun. The 29th of last month. Okay. The 29th, right there. Okay, so the opening price was $26.37 and the high was $26.58. That would be a difference of 39 cents. Okay? 29 cents or 39? 26.37 to 26.58. It's 19. No. Yeah, 19 cents. Okay, so it jumped up 19 cents for the day. What does that mean? 29. I would have missed it. So does it work all the time? No, but the tendency to go up just before the EX date. Chart. Hold on. All right. Dividend. Well, it kind of went up a week ahead of time. The dividend went up. 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 All depends on, do you like the company? Just before the EX date, stocks have a tendency to go up. Do they all do it? No, not all of them. But number one question is, do you like the company?
How does that typically affect the price of the covered call?
Which part? The 2 weeks before the EX date or the EX date itself?
The 2 weeks before the EX date.
Well, 2 weeks.
Can I expect a bigger premium if I do a weekly covered call?
Well, some stocks yes, some stocks no. because it's all going to depend on the market maker himself. Because we buy and sell from one person. That's the market maker. I can't sell to you, and you can't sell to me. You have to go through the market maker. I dropped my damn pen. Oh, there it is. I didn't even think of that. Cool. Okay, so once in a while, I always like to take a look at a stock 2 weeks before the EX date. So I would probably look at 13 Fastel, maybe. Okay, look at this one right here, FAST. Let's go back 2 weeks. Right there, FAST. FAST, there we go. What's the chart look like? Right there. Okay. So this is coming up in 2 weeks. The top, the bottom, showing up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on right there? Last 30 days. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, here's our last 30 days. What do you think, John? Down, up, down, up. Does it look like it's going up?
We need another day there.
I would prefer another day, yes. I like 2 days to the upside, and on the third day is where I jump in. Let me show you something, John. John, are you familiar with what's called a seasonality chart?
Just from you.
Oh,
I've
just
never seen it before.
You've never seen it before? I remember when they came up with them, like, oh my God, like 20 years ago. What they do is they take January 1st to December 31st. Now, you can't use the price of the stock because the price of the stock is different year after year after year. So what they do is they take the high of the year and the low of the year. So the low of the year would be a value of 1, and the high of the year would be a value of 100. And everything in between the high of the year and the low of the year is going to give me a value between 2 and 98. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So we know where the high is. We know where the low is. So the blue is this year, and the red, before I say it, let me go back and double check. The red is 5 years. I want 10 years. Okay, so the red line, January 1st to December 31st, is 10 years of average movement. Well, if we're here now, looks like she's going up. So let's zoom into that. Put the blue right there, and there we go. So if we're here, and that's 7/13, and we go all the way to the beginning of August, very, very slight upward trend. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it there, John?
Yes.
But see how small it is? That's like perfect for covered calls and spreads. So number one, do you like the company? Number two, number one is, does it make sense? Number two is, do you like the company? Number three is, do you like the company at this current price? So that's what I ask myself all the time. What companies do I like? I like the dividend kings, the dividend aristocrats, the dividend champions, dividend contenders, so on and so forth. That's what I like, companies that are consistently profitable. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I agree, but I just wondered if there was extra profit or you should be paying extra attention to the dividend date and trading before the dividend.
Well, I always do that, John. Okay, I look at my calendar. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I get too many screens up, John. I can't do everything. All right, so look at the first of the month. The first week of the month, I was looking at Ben Franklin, ESS, Illinois Toolworks, Nucor, O Realty, APD, I don't know what the hell that is, Cardinal Health, Fortis, and then General Dynamics. Well, then the next week I'm looking at these companies. Next week I'm looking at these. Next week I'm looking at those. Next week I'm looking at these. I only look at companies that are getting ready to pay their dividend. Now this is only one of my lists.
So does this calendar, is this showing 2 weeks previous? 'Cause
No. Tomorrow is the today's the 12th. Tomorrow is the 13th. Hormel, which is a 100-year-old company and a dividend king, has their dividend tomorrow. Well, I don't want to buy that because on Tuesday, it's going to usually goes down after they pay the dividend. So I don't want to buy it tomorrow.
Looking at it on the 29th.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
Right.
But tomorrow, I'll be looking at this one, I'll be looking at this one, and then a bunch of other ones I'll be looking at. Because I'm looking for companies that are consistently profitable. The dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, so on and so forth. That makes sense?
Yeah, but I like the idea of selling a covered call on a stock that's going to consistently go up when they go before they go ex-dividend.
Yeah. It was a strategy that I had to come up with something for my 9-year-old. So what is consistent? Well, you have over 350 companies that are consistently profitable year after year after year after year. Okay, great. What do they have in common? Well, what they have in common is they increase their dividends. All right, fine. Let's put them in the calendar. So I got 350 companies to look at. And there's only 13 weeks per quarter. Okay, so January, February, March, first quarter. April, May, June, second quarter. July, August, September, third quarter. October, November, fourth quarter. Each quarter has 13 weeks. So week 1 of the first quarter looks the exact same as week 1 of the third quarter.
Correct.
Which is the exact same as week 2, week 3, week 4. We have 13 weeks. So I have a list of all the stocks I look at for week number 3. And that's tomorrow. Tomorrow starts week number 3 of the third quarter. What am I looking at? Well, I got a long list of stocks that I'm looking at. That make sense?
Yes, perfect.
You got anything else?
I have one other off-topic question.
Sure.
Certain words, I hear an accent, and I'm wondering what part of the country that accent comes from.
How about I give you this one? I parked my car in Harvard Yard, have a great idea, and we have beans and toast for breakfast.
You're not that bad.
Not that bad?
No, but there's certain words where I detect that accent, but I was wondering.
Where's it from?
Well, that's Massachusetts, Boston.
Yeah, that's
right?
wicked. Yeah, that's wicked pissa. You're absolutely right. It is Boston. But thank you there, John.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Have a great day. All right. Phone is up again. If anybody wants to call, let's keep on going. Utopia. AAOI. AAOI. There you go. Salem, Oregon. There we go. Hello.
Hey, Papa G.
Hey, what's happening? Who am I talking to?
Joe Schmo.
Holy shit. Joe Schmo. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I just want to say how great it is to use your system. I've traded stocks and I've been doing, options. And I thought, you learn like a bicycle how to ride, and you think you know it well. And, there's all these other things that are going on. And yours is simple, right? If it's simple, it works. If it's complex, they're probably fleecing you. I just wanted to say thank you for that. And my question is, I see your calendar, right? And you said you've got the top week of the stocks. Is on that list of stocks you're following, but they only pay a monthly dividend, correct?
Yes, I don't trade O. No,
Okay.
O
I just
automatically.
wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing something wrong. And is this calendar in Thinkorswim?
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, if you go up to the top, it says monitor, trade, analyze, scan, market watch. And then once you click on market watch, you get quotes, alerts, visualize, finance, and then calendar.
I'll leave you with this. I love your show. I watch it. It's like I don't watch TV anymore. I only watch this show on the, Monday through Thursday or Sunday through Thursday. And the quote I love from Charlie Munger is, I am old too soon and smart too late.
Yep, I know the exact. Oh, I feel that one too. I'm old too soon. I was thinking of this morning. It's like, do I want to go play soccer this morning? Do I want to clean up the garage? I ended up cleaning up the garage, but I would have preferred to go play soccer. I might do that next week.
You're fabulous.
62 years old, bro. I still get out there and run around with those young guys. They feel really bad. I was going up against this kid. He was 23. He says, how old are you? And I said, 62. He says, shit, you're older than my father. I says, yeah, you're still slower than my kids.
Have a great one, sir.
You too, Joe. Have a nice night. All right. So it is, 10:17. We got a couple more questions come out. Jason, QCOM. Ooh, we like QCOM. QCOM's nice. We'll take a look at that one tomorrow, all right? Lamia. I appreciate all you do by keeping your lives up. It really is much appreciated. Thank you, Lamia. Lamia, comment ça va toujours, Lamia? Jay Gardner, GM. Ooh, I like GM. Can we look at it tomorrow? Right, tomorrow. Can you define how you determine trending up or trending down? How often are you correct? Ooh, now this is an interesting question. You're going to feel a little bit silly about this, Ra Sun God. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, how do I see if it's trending up? It's trending up. Uh-oh, it's trending down. It's trending up. It's trending down. It's trending up. It's trending down. If it goes more than 3 or 4 days in one direction, that's a trend. If it's less than 2 or 3 days, then it's just an anomaly. Okay? This right here, nothing. It went down, nah, yes, no, yes, no, yes. So you need to have at least 3 days to have a trend. So as it's going up, is it more than 3 days? Well, then it's trending up. If you have more than 3 days going down, then it's trending down. Simple question. I think UPS looks good at the moment. Just tuned in. Max Fox. What's happening, Matt Fox? Which one was that? UPS? UPS. Interesting. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look there. And back up. Oh, nope. I want UPS. UPS. Ooh, interesting. Okay, now, don't get me wrong. I see what you're looking at, and it kind of makes sense, but it kind of doesn't make sense. Now, this is just my opinion. You shouldn't listen to me. What the hell do I know? But let me show you what I think, okay? Okay, the top of the year, or the bottom of the year, where was it a year ago? Where is it right now? Now, it's plain to see, down, up, down, up. That's plain to see, okay? But let's zoom in a little bit closer. We're going to go from the bottom right here. Okay? Now I'm going to ask you another question. I kind of think I know the answer, okay? But watch, just my opinion. It was at $94, and it shot all the way up to 114. 94 to 114. That's a $20 jump. A $20 jump on a $90 stock is way over 20%. Think about it. It may look good because it just jumped 20%. But why the hell would you want to jump into a company that already jumped 20%? Because think about it, and don't lie to yourself. If you bought something and it jumped up 20%, would you hold on to it, or would you take your profits and run? Well, here's another way of looking at it. Number one, it ain't a profit until you take it. So just because it jumped up doesn't mean that's profit. It's only a profit until you take it. And if you didn't know, nobody ever went broke taking profits. So for me, I would never buy anything at the 30-day high. Okay, there's an old saying. I mean, it's an old saying. Buy low, sell high. It's at the 30-day high. Why the hell would I want to buy it at the 30-day high? It just doesn't make sense. Turn River 1, QQQI. No, the Qs are not profitable, brother. They're just not. Utopia, AAOI. What the hell is that? AAOI. Ooh, now that looks interesting. Now, I don't know who the company is. I have no idea who they are or what they do, but I like the way the chart looks. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, now she's going up. Here's your top. She drops, now she's turning right there. So I want to zoom in a little closer, but I want to look at this. 119.92, 120. The 120s are going for $7.50. That's over 6%. which leads me to believe a stock that has a 6% return for 1 week. Yeah, I think this thing doesn't have any dividends. Well, to prove it, let's go here. Here, and what is it again? AAOI. AAOI. Now I want to go to Yahoo Finance because Yahoo Finance gives me financial information. If you're going to invest and you're going to be serious, you need access to a financial website. Okay, Yahoo Finance is free. So is Google Finance. A lot of them are free. After hours. During hours, you got to pay for that. Okay, so here we go. Just what I thought. No dividends. Which means once you buy it, once you own it, if the stock drops, you're not collecting anything. Think about it. The reason I like dividend stocks is because every single year they increase their profits. They increase the dividends that they pay out to us. So if I bought this and it dropped, I would be getting nothing. But on a good dividend stock, such as, I don't know, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Home Depot, Lowe's, as long as they keep increasing, I'm still getting higher and higher and higher profits. Brader the Trader, how you doing? Max Fox. For monthly, ITW is pretty good. Illinois Toolworks, aren't they a monthly? Okay, now I said I don't do monthlies because they just don't go in my favor. ITW is Illinois Toolworks. It's a great company, it is. But I don't do monthlies. July, August, September, November, December, January. It means I can only trade it once a month. And it's got to give me at least 4 or 5%. And then trying to find out where it's going to be in 30 days is not that easy. What does 30 days look like? Okay, take a look. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, she was here at 254. She jumps up 266, drops to 261, up to 273, down to 264, up to 276, down to 264, up to 271. Now she's sitting at 268. Whoop-de-doo. Now tell me, where's it going to be in 30 days? That is 30 days. So where's it going to be in 30 days? And how much are they paying me? Well, it's currently at 267. There is no 267. It's only a 270. It's paying 190. Well, that's for 5 days. That's not going to work. The next one. Okay. 270s going for 880. Wow. That's the 270. It's at 290. Right now it's at 290, 378. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. The numbers just don't work. I don't do monthlies because they just don't work, the numbers. Brader the Trader, Dividend Aristocrats list that pays weekly options. Yeah, I know all those. Thank you. Yeah, FAST is a monthly. Orb Flow Trading. Hello. Trying to find an option call or put on Chevron. Well, that's not that difficult. Just put it in. CVX. The 176 looks like she's getting ready to turn around and come back down again. Okay, here's the top, the bottom. She shoots up, come around. The 176. Well, the 175s, the put, that's 177. No, I wouldn't do a 177 because we're at 176. The closest one would be 175. The put's going for 1%. But the covered call, the 80, no. The number's just not working. And I wouldn't do oil stocks this time of year. Illustrations. I don't know much about trading. Can I just copy your live trades? Sure. Do you work for the circus? Yes, I do, Peter. Thank you very much. UWMC. Is this a good one or not? I don't even know idea what that is. UWMC. UWMC. All right. the top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down. What's going on here? The 208. Oh, hell no. Bunch of zeros there. No. Rule number 5. Make sure all the numbers work in your favor. Vichy. What's happening, Vichy? Press surgeon? Oh, pressure on dem. Okay. And Trocell 4. Okay. Hello, hello. So what else do we have down here? Getting Siegfried and Roy vibes. Ooh, that's disturbing. Peter. Thank you, Peter. Orlando Jimenez. Pfizer. Ooh, Visa. Texas Instrument. TX. Wait, what is TX? TX. What is TX? TX. Oh, interesting. Check that out. Look at that. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's jumping up nicely. But look at this. Look. 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't like those numbers. Big Red Jr. What's happening up? Big Red Jr. All right, let's keep on going. Do I do cash secured puts? Absolutely. Just I don't teach them here. I'm giving you one strategy for free. One. Covered call, and it's a good quality dividend stock that consistently increases their profits. It's like 1% a week. That's over 50% a year, and I'm giving it to you for free. All right. Noah Ty, what's going on? JEPQ, hell no, we already did that one. Can I do OTE? Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. You are very smart with this. I'm trying to learn. Christopher, what's happening, Christopher? Nice to see you. Luis, hello, James. How's it going? XD, what is that? Sorry, dude. Nothing popping up for XD. La 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 la. Eric Fang, Fang. Ooh, interesting. It's still going to be a no. I don't do monthlies. No to monthlies. Then why can't you answer SpaceX is a buy or not? Well, you see, Bob's saying, I have no idea who you are. I have no idea what it is you're looking for. But what I can tell you is, for me, no. I don't do IPOs because they have no historical performance whatsoever, no profits, no dividends. So why would I buy something that I have no clue what it's going to do? Okay? Now, more than likely it will go up and it will pay lots of money. Likely. But I'm 62 years old. I don't have the luxury of being wrong. Please give us some examples. I gave you 5 of them already. Ooh, Matthew, I like APLD. I do. Utopia, AAOI, weird, check that one out. No. Pro, ENT. We'll take a look at them tomorrow. SOXL. No, we'll look at it tomorrow. Pharrell Path. Is Verizon? Yeah, it is. Christopher, just remember, simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. I got that down pat. All right, nice going. All right, Pharrell Path. You bought Verizon at 41. Good for you. When do you plan on selling it and taking profits? Sweet Dan. We have 2, Tractor Supply and Riley. All right, Verizon. Pro wants to know why 3 days up. It's got nothing to do with anything other than a personal preference. That's it. It's a personal preference for me. If I'm going to buy a stock, I want to make sure it's going in the right direction. And are they all going in the right direction? No. Okay, they go up, they go down, up, 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 down. That's all they do. So where do you jump in? Well, for me, I want to jump in at the right time. Look at your last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're here at 188. We dropped down to 170. 2 days up, 1, 2. On the third day, I would jump in right there. That's where I jump in. And then she's dropping. Does it work all the time? No, it doesn't work all the time. But I want to know where the bottom is. And then I want to jump in on the third day up. Okay? 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. Right there. I would have jumped in there. Hold on. And she opened up at 183.89. Farrell, I like Verizon. I do. Ask Yankee. Yeah, we'll take a look at it tomorrow. Utopia. I already said no to AAOI. No. And what's better option? BB Singh? Not quite sure what you mean. Pharrell's Path. Alibaba only has like 2.5 years. Okay, Rich. MCHP. It's a microchip tech. Sorry, does it have 20 years of profits? Let's find out. What is it? MCHP. MCHP. Ooh, we need glasses for this one. All the way back to 2006. There it is right there. 2006. Let's take a look. MCH. Wait. Wait before I get sucked into this one. MCHP. MCHP. Huh. Microchip technology. Okay, interesting. Alrighty. All right. MCHP. Let's take a look. 20 years ago, right there, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1475, 15, 16, 1650, 1669, 1669 and a half, 17, 7, ooh, higher. Ooh, this is nice. Okay. Higher. Ooh. Okay, higher. No. Higher. Nice. Look at this. Higher and higher. Why isn't this on my list? MCHP. Every single year, 20 years of increased profits. MCHP. Why isn't this on my list? Good question. Okay. Covered call, last 30 days. Down, up. Oh, yeah, definitely. 30-day high. She drops as the bottom. 1, 2, 3, right there. If she opens up right out there tomorrow, it'll be a good time to jump in. And the 88.59s, the 89s going for 280. And it's, oh, yeah, I'm writing this one down. MCHP. Who came up with this one? Who came up with this one? MCHP. Oh, Rich. Thank you, Rich. The numbers look good. The chart looks good. The seasonality looks good. Well, let's keep on going. Let's keep on keeping on. Chai, Dan, what's going on? Hack. Oh, user 1550. Okay, thank you. Luis, Merck. I like Merck. I do. Joe Schmo, I can make 10% in a month instead of a year. Nice. How to best take advantage of the stocks approaching EX dividend date. Yeah, we already talked about that one. Thanks, John. I have 500 shares of the stock, but this system pays me way more. Nicely going, Joe Schmo. Harry for good. What's going on? Hello. Halliburton. Love Halliburton. M. Jonker, Kroger, love it. User 6199 32020088. Oh, you Verizon. Where did Verizon? Lake. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. Colgate Palmolive. Ooh, Scott Frazier. I like that one. Ashley. What was this one? This one was MCHP. XAU. Isn't that, hold on, XAU. Isn't that the Australian dollar in Forex? XAU. Connect Realty Balak. Good evening. Chris is black. Okay, Chris. Tim, your opinion on Lake. I have no idea what Lake is. No, that's my opinion. No, wasn't that quick? July, August, October, January. I don't do monthlies. The numbers never go in my favor. SPYI, no. John Woe, we'll take a look at tomorrow. Hussein, nice to see you. Mustard. T just went EX dividend. Yes, Mikey G, I know that. So we'll take a look at that one next time. That's incredible. Thank you. Nice going there, Hector. Muchas gracias, senor. I bought GILD at 18. I am still long. Okay. Morpheus. What's happening, Morpheus? Ralph, we'll take a look at it tomorrow. Stay blessed. We'll take a look at that one tomorrow also. All right, so QQs are all no. JEPQs a hell no. Emma, did I say MCHP? I think I did, didn't I? MCHP? What did I say? Was it MCHP? MCHP. Yeah, MCHP. I should probably save that one because that one looks pretty nifty. It does, it does. $89, there it is. There we go. Calculator, if you don't mind, 355 divided by 8545, 8545, grand total of 4.1%. Ooh, I like 4.1%. All right, it's a cool jacket, but it gets warm real quick. All right. I knew that was going to happen. MCHP. Whoops. MCHP 17, the 89, 355, the 85. What did we come up with? 4.1. 4.1. Lovely. Orna, how are you doing today? Nice to see you. Check it up. Nice to go and check it up. Ooh, we're done there. JEPQ. Marvel. We'll have to take a look at Marvel tomorrow. QQI. As much as I hate that damn thing, we'll look at it for you anyway. Uh-oh. All right. Ford. Yes, we already did Ford. SKHY. We looked at that one. Was a no. Rolls Royce is Ricey. Yeah, no, we did that one. Kroger. Ooh, I like Kroger. Ask me about Kroger tomorrow. Bear, ask me about Boeing tomorrow. Nice gold blaze. You like that one? Vodka and cranberry? But of course, vodka and cranberry. No, actually, I like vodka and Red Bull. See, Red Bull is so strong, when you mix with vodka, you can't really tell it's even there. Okay, Turn Rivers 1. What do I think about ETFs? Got to give me a good one. CAG. Hey, Steve. Conagra. Love Conagra. I do. Shell. Nucor. Gonna like that one too. Which two stocks did you take a loss, and why not just hold and do a covered call? All right, Shell, you missed the point where I said the two losses I had snuck through the cracks and got sold when I wasn't looking. So I did make a mistake. Simone, I did say MCHP. Oracle, ooh, I like Oracle too. Felix, what's happening, Felix? Lynx, is the Dividend Aristocrats good long-term set and forget investment? Okay, Lynx, I'm going to tell you right here, I have no idea what you're looking for. So I really can't answer that question for you in the manner in which you want me to answer it for you. The only thing I tell you about the Dividend Aristocrats is they have 25 years increased profits. You cannot be an aristocrat unless you consistently increase your profits year after year after year after year. Okay? That's the only thing I can tell you about that. I can't tell you what to buy, and I can't tell you what to sell. And I can, but I'm not going to because it would be disingenuous and it would be against the law. That's just dividends. The price of the stock has gone up significantly. I don't care. I get that. Stocks go up, stocks go down. I'm looking for the dividend consistently increasing because that's the profit that the share with. Oh, wow. All right. Nick, you bought 200 of United Airlines, the 126. Going to buy, sell a call Monday, the 128 for around 2.7. Ooh, Nick, nicely done. What stock is this? MCHP. Ooh, why? RTX. I love RTX. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. Wiki. SKHYV. What about Dow and Microsoft? Ooh, nice. Enron, Nike. Yeah, we'll take a look at Nike tomorrow. And you, okay. Sonny, what about the ones that have it for 2 days? No, I don't do NVIDIA. Sorry. Buenas noches, señor. Muchas gracias, señor. No, never mind. Stay blessed. Wind. Ooh, we took a look at Wind Resorts last week. You work all the time. Yeah, I know. That's what I've been told. Stephen Wong. Orna Hafi. Shalom. Konnichiwa. Was that the wrong one? Good attempt at Spanish. Muchas gracias, señor. How do you set up your Think or Swim? Ooh. I have mine set up in a certain way that works for when I'm looking. Superlative. Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? You missed everything, dude. I'm getting ready to say goodbye. Actually, in the middle of saying goodbye. All right, Sonny, we'll look at Marvel tomorrow. Okay, Road Korea. Ask me tomorrow what you're trying to set up for your Think or Swim. Or, you know what? Before I go, for those of you who want, I just put up a phone number for you guys to call. If you want to call and have a conversation, great. Drop me your number and I will call you back. Thank you in Romania. Mulțumesc. Is that right? Mulțumesc? All right, Sonny, we'll look at Marvel tomorrow. Daniel, AG tomorrow. Love your analysis. Netflix. Ooh, Sam, we'll take a look at Netflix tomorrow. I actually have some Netflix, so I would like to look at it. Da. Ooh, Kagala. Пожалуйста. Спасибо. Dahlia. Good evening, good evening. Big timers. He's using Thinkorswim. Very great for options analysis. Thank you, Delilah. Oh, Delia. Oh, whew. That was a good one. Woo-hoo. Micron. We already looked at Micron, Tyler. No, I don't buy anything over $1,000. Actually, I don't buy anything over $500. Social Flyer, back again. I remember you, Social Flyer. Nice to see you, brother. Dave, how's Microsoft? We'll take a look at it tomorrow. QQQM. Tony, tomorrow. Namaste? No, Jason, Maste, M-A-S-T-E. Look tomorrow. Cade, Levi, tomorrow. Pika, tomorrow. XDTE, tomorrow. Tomorrow. We'll look at them tomorrow. Well, that's it. We're done. Okay. You discussed UAL last Thursday. Let's check that, please. You got 200 shares. UAL. Hold on. UAL. Now, you said we did this last week? What was the exact date? I gotta find my pen. I dropped. Oh, shit. I can't find my pen. There it is. All right. Got it. Get it. Good. Okay, I need to know the Thursday the 9th. Thursday the 9th. the 9th. Oh, UAL right there. Okay. So here's the bottom. 1 day up. Oh, you jumped in with 1 day up. Okay, there's the 9th right there. The very next day, 1 day up. I like 2 days up. On the 3rd day, I'll jump in. Why did you jump in there? And if you did jump in there, what option did you sell? It was around 127. Yeah, right around there. Now, what does this normally do? Normally, okay, right there. Okay, so here we are right here on the 10th, which was Friday. Has going sideways, and towards the middle of the month, she goes up just a tiny bit. But that's historical performance. That's what it normally does year after year after year after year. So what is it going to do this year? Well, this year, it's very challenging to see exactly. Okay? Well, here's your high. She dropped down, found the bottom on Wednesday. Thursday was 1 day up. Friday, she came down a little bit. So why did you jump in? I say it every single night. I find the bottom. I look for 2 days up. And we didn't get it. But, you know what? United Airlines is not that bad of a company. So you sold the 20, I'm assuming, the 127s. Okay, so I'm assuming you sold the 127s. Well, the 127s for this week, okay, 127 is going for $3 a share. That's just the option. Think about it. It's just the option. So you can sell somebody the rights to buy it from you at 127 for this week. Pick up $3. Now, $3 on the 127 stock is 20. It's over 2. It's over 2% something. Give me your best way to get my first 100 shares of stock so I can make a covered call. Felix, I can't tell you what to buy. You have to decide what is right for you, because you've got to figure out, number one, how old you are. Number two, what your risk factors are. Number three, what are your goals? And how much money do you want to put into each position? And where's your comfort level? Is your comfort level of $5 and $10 stocks, $20, $50 stocks, $75 to $150, $300 to $500? There's so many different variables that I can't give you the answer that you're looking for. Okay, Felix? But if you just show up every night and just ask questions, more questions you ask, the better answers you're going to get. So, Nick, you got 2.7. Nice. Selling a call tomorrow morning. Nicely done. But remember, Nick, never ever, once you own it, never ever sell for a loss. And I'm assuming that you bought it because you wanted to own it for the rest of your life. That would kind of make sense. All right, so why do you have Netflix if it don't pay dividends? Orlando, thank you. Great question. Because there's certain companies you just can't get away from. Okay? Amazon, can't get away from it. Way too many shares out there. Way too many people buying. The company's just too big. Okay? Number two, Tesla doesn't pay dividends either. There's no way you can get away from that company either. There are a lot of companies that don't fit that we still buy because of the amount of volume and the amount of people that own it. SPYIEX date is coming up. Okay, like a brother, check out the profits. Seriously, go take a look at SPYI. Does it have 2 decades of profits? It's either yes or a no. It either does or it doesn't. All right, you guys, I'm done for the night. It's way past 10:30. That being said, we're going to do this all over again tomorrow. So tomorrow, you guys, catch you then. That being said, we need some mood music to call the day. There it is.
Wait, you don't write anything down after conversations?
This is Pocket. I never go anywhere without it. At the tap of a button, it records and creates organized notes based on your conversations. I use it at work, at the doctor's, and when I'm out and about. I could use an app, but this, it's effortless. Pocket does things no other app.
You dream in stars and
No sound. Oh well. That being said, you guys have a great night. We'll see you all again tomorrow. All right, done here. Bye, guys. And done here. Bye, guys. Done here. Bye, guys. Done here. Bye, guys. Share the rail. Finish. Oh, we'll have to do that one. Okay, catch you guys later. And now... Yeah! I made a whopping 2 cents. Yee-haw!
dive into the deep.